Loktargar friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Orc Mode workout. Today was Dynamic Effort Bench Press Day. Had a good workout. I was happy with everything. I wasn't real happy with the camera angle on the last one, but it doesn't matter because this is the last session where this is going to be filmed here. We're going to have a better filming arrangement coming up for my workouts. I have a lot more space, and so I'll have to figure out the lighting and stuff a little bit, but not worried. This session was really good though. I was happy with it. Struggled to kind of get tight on the speed bench at first, but I finally kind of got settled in after a couple of sets. So next week we go to chains though, so obviously we have a max effort session at the start of the week, and then we'll do speed work again. We reduce the weight back down, and we're going to go to chains for a 3-week wave. But this went pretty good, and I really am putting a lot of effort into all my accessories at this point, accessory and assistance movements. And I'm going to talk more about that over time as far as the training goes with that. But I'm going to put a lot of effort into them, because if I'm going to take the time to add supplemental lifts, I need to get really strong on them. And that means getting really strong at a curl, getting really strong at a tricep extension. Right? We need to be maximizing performance because recovery is a limited tool, and that's kind of the thing that we need to understand. It's a limited resource, and so for me, I've got to be training optimally, because people are noticing, again, some people are slowly noticing that I am slowly, very slowly getting leaner. Now, I'm obviously not lean. I'm never going to be bodybuilder lean, but that kind of came up in the question. Someone said, why don't you cut down to 10% body fat? Because I'm not trying to cut. Will I probably get down to somewhere in the 10 to 12% range? Yes. But it's not going to be through one sustained cut. It's going to have to be done in a way to where if I get to that body fat, I don't plan on leaving that body fat. And so I'm going to slow recomp. Will I do some little mini cuts along the way? Yeah, I'll probably do some mini cuts where I drop 2 or 3 pounds here or there over the course of a couple weeks and then go back to maintenance. Sure, that'll happen, but they're going to be spaced out because I need to see a general improvement in performance. We're trying to get as strong as possible while staying under 220, and that's the goal. And that might require at certain points to do little tiny mini cuts. You know, if my weight drifts up a few pounds, I'll have to drop a couple pounds here and there. But it's just the nature of the beast. And because I'm not in a calorie surplus, and I'm, again, a middle-aged lifter, I do have to pay attention to my recovery, which means we need to make every set count. I need to be avoiding junk reps. I need to be avoiding junk volume while still training with fairly high volume. All right, that's the key. It's about effective volume, effective reps. And so that's the direction I'm going with all of my supplemental lifts as well. I'll be doing a lot of supplemental lifts. I'll be doing a lot of 10 rep sets, but we're going to adjust volume on the accessory movements. All right, we don't adjust volume on the big lifts. We just try to get strong in the same basic rep ranges with our bigger exercises, and then we add volume at the smaller ones while trying to get stronger at those. But PR today on Incline. Every rep was a pause rep. I got my full 5x5, and I added a microplate. Now, people will say, are we really going to count 2.5 pound PRs? Yes, we are, especially on an exercise that I know I've been weak on, that I need to get strong on. And what did I say? I need to get this up to 275 for sets of 5. All right, we started with 225 for sets of 5. Now I'm up to 240. Right, we're making progress. And I feel like for me, once I can do 275 for 5 clean pause reps on this, I feel like it will have really good carryover to my bench. But I felt like this is getting easier. Like I'm happy with this. You know, I mean, I'm improving at this. I don't know if we're seeing any hypertrophy from it yet. I don't know if my upper chest is big or anything yet. It's too hard to tell. But I feel it. And I know that when I look at my strength on it, that it's a weakness in my bench. Right, and I'll have videos covering that. I think I did one, I just haven't uploaded it yet, covering why the incline bench for certain types of bench weakness can carry over. I have that type of bench weakness, so I feel like it's going to be an important both hypertrophy and weak point training lift for me. And I'm noticing since I'm getting stronger at my smaller tricep exercises that the incline is getting easier. And I think it's because I'm training the bottom good with the pause, and I'm getting that stretch on the chest. And then because my triceps are getting stronger, and they're probably getting bigger, because I'm getting stronger at 10 rep sets, that is probably helping me follow through a little better. So as I just build up on this lift, I know that it's going to carry over to my benching. And we'll assess that over the next few weeks on the max effort days. We'll kind of look at what's going on with that, and we'll assess it. But I'm happy with that. This is a PR. In fact, I got a PR on my skull crushers today too. Now this is the heaviest in my 3-week wave on my speed bench. So I should be more fatigued than usual because we went up 5%. But we got a micro loading PR on the incline and the skull crushers. All right, I'm happy with that. Means strength is going up because the supplemental lifts are up. The assistance movement is up and the accessory movement is up. And they're done back to back, and that's 2 sessions in a row on dynamic effort day where my incline has gone up slightly and my skull crushers have gone up slightly for the same RPE, meaning it's a 5-pound increase overall because I micro loaded twice. But it feels the same. So it felt like the same intensity. So that's a good thing. That means that we are getting better. We're seeing progress. And yes, I mean, I think it's obvious when people do see I am actually slowly getting leaner. The thing is, yes, my loose skin is going to be really noticeable more at this point. By the way, it is going to be more noticeable. But I feel like over time, as I get leaner, continue to really focus on things like hydration, all of those things, I'm hoping it'll tighten up more, and I feel like it will. But if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. And that's the beauty of this, guys. Because I'm a strength athlete and I'm not an aesthetics-obsessed guy, I can be comfortable with that. I can throw on my running shorts and be okay with that. You know, be on a channel to where I get over 1 million views a month, because this channel does. A lot of people say that, oh, it's a dead channel. I have 74 million views. Go look at my view tab. Look at any website that tracks my statistics. I get over 1 million views a month. This channel gets a lot of traffic. It gets a lot of traffic. And, you know, I'm at a point to where I can wear these shorts and actually be confident and be comfortable day in, day out, and just not care. You know, and that's the thing. Yes, I'm going to have some loose skin, but you know what? I feel like if you see my lower back there a little bit, I'm still carrying a pretty good chunk of fat there. And I've got a pretty good chunk of loose skin around the waist. Like, I don't think we can deny that both of those are present, right? I'm not in denial about it, and I don't expect people who hate me to be in denial about it. You know, they'll say, oh, it's just one or the other. No, it's clearly both. There's clearly surplus fat and surplus loose skin. They're both there. But I feel like it actually looks like it is tightening up a little bit. It does appear to be the case. I mean, I can see it because I see all my footage day to day, and I can go back and look at individual lifts at the same angles from a month ago and see the difference. So it does seem to be, it's gradual, but it is coming along. So I feel like the diet's on point, and I'm really comfortable with the way I'm eating at this point. I'll probably discuss that more, but I feel like for me, I don't want to talk about diet a lot until I get a little bit leaner, because again, it's that people don't take you seriously. Like, people take me seriously when it comes to discussing how to deadlift and bench technique and doing this stuff injury free and all that, right? They'll listen to that because I obviously know what I'm talking about. They don't always want to listen on nutrition. So maybe when I get a little bit leaner, body fat percentage is down another 1% or 2%, the skin's tighter, I'll discuss my diet a little more. It's probably not what you guys think as far as my keto goes. Like, I was doing a lot of bacon and stuff early on. I don't even do processed meats anymore. I know that'll come as a shock to some people. Actually, I eat mostly beef and dairy at this point, and green vegetables. Like that, those 3 things probably comprise 95% of my food every week, like literally. So it's mostly big animals now. I eat mostly beef, full fat dairy, eggs, and green vegetables day in and day out, and I eat a ton of them. But the skull crushers went good. I PR'd, right? We're getting stronger, The laterals, I'm sticking with, for those curious, that's 29 pounds of chain on each side. It's 29 pounds, and I know that. Well, it's 29.1. Right, if we be exact. Because I'm using 2 different sizes of chains. That's a 17-pound chain and a 12-pound chain. 12.1 on each side. Which is good to know when I start doing all my max effort work and speed work with them. You guys will see the way I've got my chain system organized. I can just drop them on as individual things like plates onto my bar. You guys are going to love when you see my setup. I think people are going to really appreciate that. But I finally did, I think, 5 sets of 10. I think I had built 3, then 4, and now 5 of this. So 5 sets of 10, and these were hard. You guys will notice I'm really gritting my teeth. You can't hear it. I'm grunting and stuff. These were challenging, especially the last 2 sets, but that's what we want. And I think I pretty much hit failure. I think I couldn't quite get the 10th rep on the last one. But this is my main shoulder exercise. And I think 10 sets of these every week will give me the extra shoulder volume I need without the overhead pressing. It should be fine. We're good to go on it. And that will cover most of my rear delt stuff. I'm actually not doing as many sets of face pulls right now. I don't feel like I need them. I've seen enough data with the way that I do these laterals plus the rowing. I don't need to be doing 15 sets of face pulls every week. I just don't. This covers most of that. And therefore I can focus on other lifts. But again, I need to get stronger at this, right? I need to get stronger at this. And I like using the chains for stuff. The chains are fun. Like I've realized at this point, anything I would ever use dumbbells for, I can use chains for the same thing. And if you think about it, a lot of these movements, these smaller finesse movements, we actually get what we want out of chains. Like people actually use cables and stuff to change their strength curve. We get the same thing out of chains. And chains are fun, they're orky, they're hardcore. And there's a psychological aspect of that. I just feel more hardcore when I'm chaining the chains. Is it more hardcore? No. It's just a mindset. It feels more hardcore. And therefore, I train harder with them. I didn't get the camera angle particularly good on this. I apologize. I didn't realize I had left it in the same spot and just thought I would just turn to the side a little bit where we could see the hammer curls. Now, people are going to say, why hammer curls? You guys know I suffer from bicep tendonitis. I quit doing chin-ups and went over to my strict curls thinking the bicep tendonitis I got from doing chin-ups would go away, and it hasn't. And I still felt it today even after a deload, so I'm like, you know what? Hammer curls don't bother it. Hammer curls have an amazing bench press carryover. They do work the whole front side of the arm. They work the bicep, the brachialis, the radial brachialis pretty effectively. And they'll carry over good to my rows. I'm just going to do these. I'm going to do hammer curls until this tendonitis goes away, and then I will assess if I want to do any supine stuff anymore. Because it just seems like it's almost not worth it. I want to get good at strict curls because they're a contested lift. I really do. I really want to get good at them. I don't know if my tendons are going to let me. And I do question, I've said before in the past that I don't know that it's a healthy or normal movement pattern to do supine lifts for your biceps. I really don't. I struggle with them, and I know a lot of middle-aged guys who do. So it might be a point for it I just accept that I can't do that. I might have to accept that, and if that's the case, that's okay. Hammer curls and tons of rows will still get the job done. They'll carry over to my bench. I'm just going to have to assess it. If I'm able to work the strict curls back in, I'm damn well going to do them. Just like if I can work weighted chin-ups back in later, I'm going to do them. They're good exercises. I just don't know if my personal physiology and tendons are going to let me do it. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.